Hey Leo, how are you? Welcome back. I hope you've had a wonderful week or so of July as we enter the new month. Welcome to your, you could say extra special reading for July, because I'm going to do another reading because we've got a solar eclipse which is due to take place on the 12th in a few days' time. So I'm doing an extra reading for all of the sun signs, and I've now got to you. So let's see what's going on. This is a general reading, guys. Won't resonate with everyone, which is fine. Check your moon and ascendant signs, or your rising signs if you know what they are, in terms of astrology for a reading, because I'll upload all of the sun signs. And so let's get straight into it. So Leo, sun, moon, get them in order. Leo, sun, moon and rising, if there is a message for Leo. Okay, Ace of Swords has just fallen out. So Ace of Swords, swords is a suit, represents our mental thoughts, how we think, how we learn. It also represents the challenges that we face in life, the suit of swords. So an ace is always a brand new beginning. It's the divine intervention. So, you know, this would represent and talk a lot about mental clarity, and you start mentally. So put that back in. If it wants to come out, it will. Okay, Leo. Okay, we've had two falling out. Let's see what we've got. Okay, wow. Restriction. Eight of Swords. Okay, suit is a sword is a suit. Sorry, swords is a suit. Can't talk. I've already explained. 8 in this particular suit is about restriction and feeling restricted. But we've also got the Ace of Cups, which fell out. 8 is brand new beginnings, and in this particular suit, it will be linked to the emotions, so to the heart, a new emotional feeling, a brand new start emotionally, maybe even letting go of any mental restriction. Okay, so put those back in as well. Leo. Okay, that's too many. Leo, sun, moon and rising. If there's a message for Leo, Spirit, please let it be known. Okay. Boom. There you are. The Strength card. Okay, that represents you, Leo. So you've shown up. You've shown up in your own reading. Could be that this is a message for a particular Leo out there, the mental and emotional new start, and the restriction being freed. These two here, we've got Knight of Swords, represents conflict. Lots of swords coming up for you guys. The Knight of Swords is a fast moving knight, so for me personally, I feel the energy of the Knight of Swords as whatever conflict comes in, as quickly as it comes in, it resolves itself. Okay, I call him the Knight of Swords, the drama king, because that's exactly what he brings in a suit of swords. It's you know, it's drama, it's conflict, it's a little bit of difficulty, but as quickly as it comes, it goes. The suit of swords also represents all the air signs as well. So Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. As a person, it could be that you've had some dealings with a person of those characteristics. And the King of Wands has fallen out. So again, kings are stability for me. They are sort of like, they do represent people, but they represent that higher kind of stability because they are kings. The suit of Wands represents our passions, what drives us, what we want. Could be love, because that is passion, but the energy of the King of Wands is a very determined, very forward thinking, almost, I want to say, dominant energy. It's someone who really goes after what they want. Okay, right, lots of energy, lots of different energy that's fallen out. Leo, what's going on for Leo? Sun, moon and rising. This is Leo, sun, moon and rising. Here's the message. Please let it be known. Okay, first card will represent a theme. Second card will represent the heart of the matter. Wow, there you are again, Leo. Fallen out again. You've fallen out with Justice. Okay, Justice representing Libra. Libra is also an air sign, which I mentioned, and also is an energy. Justice is about things going your way. And the Knight of Wands, wow, as well. Fast moving energy. wait to see what actually comes out. Okay, right, now they're just jumping all over the place. This means hurry up and pull the cards. Okay, second card will represent the heart of the matter. Third card will represent the recent past. Fourth card will represent the present. Fifth card will represent the advice. And sixth card will represent a potential outcome. Okay, that's too many. Alright, Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. Wow, lots of jumpers. Leo, 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 Leo. Okay, right, that is shuffled. And anything that wants to come out as a message should do. Any of those messages that have fallen out, if they're important enough, they should fall out or should come out in one of these piles. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I feel really pulled back here. This first card, before I even go through these, I feel pull back here. I feel like the energy's here, so I'm going to read from that deck for you, Leo. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so Knights are actions, movements. Energy for me is actions coming in, or movement coming in, or actions that we need to do or need to put out. The Knight is the slowest moving knight. And he's all about, well, I should say the energy, keeping it general, doesn't matter whether you're male or female, but the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady movement. It's progress, but it's very well planned, well thought out, well researched progress. It's not about jumping into things or going into the unknown. It's not about risk taking so much, and the Knight of Pentacles is all about slow and steady movement. Pentacles as a suit will represent wealth, health, things that we own. It's the tangible things in life. Okay, so it's like basically how well off you are, how wealthy you are. It can also represent health. So let's see how that plays out. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Right. Okay, Leo. Interesting. Take a close look at this. Okay, Leo. Looking at this spread that's come out, to me, it feels very much like there is a situation here, or there is a issue of building stability and trying to get from A to B and being in a place where you feel stable. And I feel this way because the theme is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, as I said to you, I explained what the Suit of Pentacles represents, but the number 10 itself is completion. Okay, so 10 is like being in the right place at the right time, having everything you need. It is the ultimate, it's like the Nirvana card. It's like exactly what you want. It's your desire. Whereas the 9 would be, what would make you happy, or what you think that you want, or, a wish that you have. But the Ten of Pentacles is about stability. It is about building. It is about solid foundations. And the only way we can really get there is with, that slow, steady Knight of Pentacles energy. Well planned out, well thought about, not rushing into anything, knowing exactly what it is that you're going to do and why you're doing it. So, for some Leos out there, it might be that you're trying to build on something. This could be a relationship, it could be work, it could be your career, it could be, you take what area of your life that resonates with you. But the theme very much is about building life. It's about trying to get from A to B. This building linked to the actual issue or the actual heart of the matter. This is the theme of building. You've got the Page of Wands. So Page is a suit, no, as I said, is about, so Wands is a suit, I said it's about creativity, passions, what really drives you. So it feels to me very much that for some Leos, you are working on something very, very dear to your heart. It could be a relationship, because of the Page of Wands indicating passion, or it could be a job or a project. But with the Page, it's a situation, issue, place or person, or you're dealing with something that's still kind of in the early stages. Okay, it's not yet fully reached its potential or its full maturity, because the Pages are young energies. They're not like Aces where they're brand new, but they're things that have been started, or they're in the motion, they're kind of like in the works. So it feels like you're trying to build on something presently, or you have been, or you will be. Now, the past and the present is very, very interesting, because in the past position, you've got the Ten of Wands, which is burden. You know, in the Suit of Wands, it is burden. The 10 is not so much completion. It's a feeling of being overwhelmed, doing everything on your own, or not having much support. As you can see, you've got a guy here with all of his 10 wands that he's dealing with all on his own. So it could be that for some Leos out there, this building, this stability, this project or passion or relationship that's still in the early stages that you really want this stability for, or that you're trying to work towards, it could be that it's a one-way road, or it has been a one-way road, or it's felt like a one-way road with you doing most of the work. The present, how this past energy feeds into the present is, you know, emotionally looking back. We've got the Six of Cups here, so cups will deal with our emotions and how we feel. The number 6 itself is the first sort of number, or the first sort of stage of progression. After you get over a challenge of the 5, you get the 6, which is like the first sort of stage of moving forward. But in the Suit of Cups, it is, you've made that progression, but you're still kind of looking back. It's like, somebody just called it the card of nostalgia. You know, you're looking back at what was, or what's happened, or, you know, there's some kind of connection to the past. It could also relate to children, or issues with children. But I feel very much, looking at this spread and how it's presenting and how I feel, I don't get the feeling that this is a issue with children, that young energy in the past, or your childhood experience. It feels very much to me like it's linked to this here, the recent past, and this feeling of burden, and that you're looking back. Maybe you're even reflecting on what it is that you felt the burden with, or that's making you feel a bit weighed down. And so that's you in the present. Now, the advice, you know, the advice is a good bit of advice, because in this position you've got the Fool. And the Fool is about, it's kind of like risk taking. Don't be caught up in the name, the Fool. It's not about being a fool, completely not about, you know, being stupid or being unresponsible or anything like that. But the Fool is the Fool in the sense of, you're going out into the unknown. You're stepping into ground that is not familiar to you. Okay, hence why it's called the Fool in tarot. And as you can see, you've got a person who's walking, and it looks as though he's about to walk off the edge. You know, he's not paying much attention to where he's going. All he's got with him is this little dog as his guide, his companion, and he's just walking into the unknown. So the advice here, Leo, is that this building that you're trying to work on, this building, this stability with this project that's, or this passion, or this relationship, or whatever it is that's still quite young, or still in the early stages, although you've possibly felt a little bit of burden with it, or although it's been a little bit of a one-way road, and maybe you're looking back, whether it's looking back in regret, or you're looking back at what needs to be done, or for whatever reason you're reflecting, just know that this is part of a journey. And whenever I see the Fool, for me it resonates as you are where you're meant to be, okay? Because you've done all the learning, you've gone through. The Fool is like a major arcana card. It's like there's 22 cards or 22 stages that we go through in life, and each one is a learning process for the major arcana. And then once you get to card 22, which is the world, and evolving and learning all your lessons, you go right back to zero, and you go right back to being a fool again, in a sense that you're going out into the unknown, you're stepping into a new direction, you're going into a new journey. So it's very much about being where you should be and just embracing the journey that you're going on. And I feel that this is a positive journey. I don't feel as though you're walking into a situation where there's going to be potentially a bad outcome, because I don't feel that energy. I don't feel inside. I don't intuitively feel from these cards or within myself, like, the empath, feeling what's being presented to me or feeling what other people might feel. I don't feel as though this is a bad thing. If anything, it feels like it could be a journey that has real potential for success, and it's showing me that by the Seven of Wands as your outcome. So Wands is a suit. I've explained what that is. It's about that passion, it's about that drive, it's about going after what we want. And the number 7 itself, it follows the 6, so obviously 6, 7. But in terms of energy, once you've made that first step of achievement, is at the 6 in most of the suits, other than the 6 of Cups, which you've got in the present, which is about looking back and taking that reflection point of view. Obviously you need to keep going to the next stage. So you've reached a certain level of achievement, or you've achieved something. So if you need to keep going, that's where the energy of the 7 of Wands comes in, because it's about being in the position of strength. Okay, being in the position of strength that allows you to keep going, that will allow you to get to the 8 of Wands, which is the quick moving action, which will take you to the 9, which is about being content. So I feel for you, Leo, that if there are some of you on this journey, or there are some of you who are working on something that means a lot to you, that ultimately is about potentially stability, and having strong foundations, is what's come to me, what I'm being pushed to say. It's about having something which is strong foundations for you personally. At the moment, this reflection that you're doing is doing you good, and it is part of your journey, and you are very much in a strong position. Okay, you are very much in a strong position. I feel like I'm being pushed to say to take from the past whatever is needed to propel you forward on this journey, and to keep yourself in a position where ultimately your outcome can be a real potential for success in whatever it is that you're manifesting, or whatever it is that you're working on, be it love, be it work, be it a project. But it feels to me, doesn't feel too much like love or relationship, because it's not a heavy emphasis of cups here. You've got a lot of wands, which is all passion, creativity, and you've also got as your theme the pentacles, which is stability, which would indicate it could be creativity, work-wise, something that will bring you something in terms of material return, whether that be money or recognition or a new business. But it doesn't feel too much like it's a relationship, but it could be for some of you. And with your underlying theme being that planning, that slow steady progress of the Knight of Pentacles, keep going at a slow, steady, well thought out pace, whatever it is that you are trying to build on, that's still in the early stages. And even if you do feel burdened a little bit, it could be that you just need to ask for help. Just reach out to someone, reach out to the other person, or the other people that you're involved with working on this. I could also say to keep the reading more broader and more general so that it might resonate with more people. The heart of the matter, or the theme, being the Page of Wands, could represent a fire sign person. So it could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or even a fellow Leo like yourself who's involved in this situation with the Page of Wands. And as a person, it would be all the fire signs. And as a situation, as I said, it'd be something that's in the early stages, be it a relationship, a passion of yours, creativity, but something that's not quite yet fully reached its full potential. So yeah, that's how I feel for you. I mean, let's take a look at this because the past and the present are obviously really, really important energies because they feed into each other. And with the burden in the past and the looking back, the Six of Cups in the present, and the Fool, this new journey, let's clarify this a little bit more. Okay, so what does Leo need to know about their present situation? Ooh, okay. The Knight of Pentacles has just fallen out. Slow, steady progress. That was your bottom card energy. Slow, steady progress. Okay, anything else? Slow, steady progress. The current journey. Six of Cups, looking back in the present, in the future. The advice, the Fool. Anything else? Clarify. What does Leo need to know? Are there any other messages for Leo for this situation? Okay, what's flipped? Page of Cups. So that is things coming in, an offering with the Page of Cups, because that's what the Page of Cups often brings in their cup. They offer you something, offer us something, whether it's love, being the cups, or a job, or a promotion, or whatever it is. The Page of Cups does come with an offering. So the clarification for you, Leo, over the present with the looking back at the past energy, or your links to the past, whether this is you in a reflective state, and the future with the Fool moving forward. The clarification is slow, steady progress moving forward, and offers will come to you. Something is coming in, Leo. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for whatever it is that's coming to you, in however this resonates with this, stability, this building that you may, or some of you may have been, or may be, depending on when you watch this video, be working on. Something is definitely coming in. And the bottom of the deck energy is, beautiful, Wheel of Fortune. A complete change of fortune. So, this could be quite a positive change of fortune. The Wheel of Fortune can go either way. It can go bad or it can go good. But as I said before, I don't feel that this journey is, a negative thing. I don't feel any negativity, especially not with the Seven of Wands, as I already said. Don't want to repeat myself, It feels good. And the Wheel of Fortune, look at that, beautiful card, that Wheel of Fortune. Change of fortune could be coming your way. Alright, let's pull an angel card. Let's see what else there is for you, Leo, in this situation. Just looking to see if there's anything else I get from this. No. I feel like I need to say, in this present moment, Leo, because the Six of Cups is in the present, and because the energy of the Six of Cups is about looking back and reflecting, or going back, or feeling slightly nostalgic, I do feel like I do need to keep saying, take something from the past, whatever you're looking back on, to help move you forward, because your next card, your advice card, is the Fool, that fresh start, that new journey. So take whatever it is that you need to learn. Take it, slow, steady progress of the night. Take whatever it is you need to learn and propel yourself forward from the past. Don't dwell in the past. The Six of Cups in reverse would indicate, you know, being stuck in the past or being hard, you know, finding it hard to let go of something, being emotionally trapped. But it's not in reverse, it's upright, which, you know, is not a bad thing. The past, looking back and reflecting, is never a bad thing, but it's never, you know, somewhere that we really want to get stuck. So just take from it whatever you need and move forward. Okay, let's leave that there and let's see what else is going to come up for Leo. So Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. If there's a message for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. This is Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Leo need to know? Leo, what does Leo need to know? Okay, but you've got two. Two's fallen out, and I always read out my fallout cards, and you've got two great ones. You've got Reach for the Stars, and you've got Stand by Your Commitment. So the first one that fell out on top, Reach for the Stars. So it says, you deserve only the best, and this is all you should focus your attention on. So reach for the stars, Leo, because you deserve only the best, and this is all you should be focusing on. So as I said, if this is an ambitious project for stability, building, that kind of energy I'm feeling, you know, your outcome could be, you know, you being in a very strong position with the Seven of Wands for that. The further advice is to make sure that you reach for the stars, okay? Believe that you deserve this, is what I'm being pushed to say. If you are, you know, here in the present, thinking about the past a little bit, if there's any doubts about whether you really deserve something, there's your confirmation. You deserve it, so keep reaching for the stars. Stand by your commitment. So we've got here, you're strong enough to keep the promise that you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. So if I spoke to you about commitment, about, you know, building, stability, you know, that's come out as your theme. If that's you, in your head, you have an idea of something that you want, something that you're trying to achieve, and something that might require a little bit of hard work from you, even if you have felt burdened, because that's in your past energy. Stand by the commitment, okay? Keep to it, because you're strong enough to keep the promise that you made, whether it's to yourself or someone else, and don't back out, okay? Don't back out, because the support from your angels are there. Lovely. Okay, we'll have a lovely eclipse season, Leo. I hope this pans out well, whoever this message is for. Drop me a comment. Do let me know, you know, who this message is for, because I never know. Like, share, subscribe. You can click the little bell button down by the subscription button, and so you'll know when I upload a video for your particular sun sign. And yeah, have a wonderful month. Have a wonderful eclipse season, Leo. And hopefully I'll see you again for your reading in August. So take care, Leo. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.